and oh, I'm moving to China. China is so much better than America. You think China is any better than America? I know America is pretty up country, but China is not any better.
Don't quit your 9 to 5 unless you have 6 months or up to a year saved up in expensive, like essentials, living expenses.
Worst recessions in U.S. history. Here is 3 things you can do to prepare for that. Now, before I give you these 3 things, understand this recession could possibly be worse than the Great Depression.
And with that, life as we know it is over. But not really. Like, honestly, seriously, reality check. I hope no one's truly thinking life's over because TikTok's getting banned. Or even Trump's the president. Like, I don't know about anyone else, but, I'm still alive and I'm still on the same path I've been on. Nothing's really changed, and I really don't see how much things will change for me in the future anyways, except positively. So yeah, let's just talk about it. So, as of right now, the TikTok ban is in motion for tomorrow. I'll say this. When I first heard about it, like, I know they've had bans in the past. They've talked about it, and now that it's finally happened. When I first heard how real it was, I wasn't affected by it. I was like, and honestly, I thought, you know what? I spend too much time on TikTok anyways. Like, an unhealthy amount, just mindlessly scrolling. Like, I was chronically on TikTok. And I don't want that for me, personally. So, I was like, you know what? Yeah, take it away. Take away the addiction, right? That's the solution, right? And then when I started learning more about why people were sad, because I was like, why are people genuinely upset? Why are people crying on TikTok? Why are people protesting, making these posts, and what were they doing? I don't know, actually. I guess it's just called protesting. But I was just trying to understand where they were coming from. And yeah, I get it. TikTok is a place where people've bettered themselves. They've met people. They've grown their businesses. They've reached a high point in their life that, in their minds, without TikTok, they probably would have never gotten that, which is true. TikTok really introduces you to a large audience, and it's just like, yeah, I can understand that being taken away. I can understand that loss. Me personally, I've never experienced that loss, but I can understand what that loss means for other people. And yeah, it's sad. It's sad. But then it gets me thinking, because I'm a curious person, and I'm always going to ask questions no matter how annoying they might be or how many questions it might be. But I asked myself, what about the what ifs? Like, me right now, in my past as well, I thought, what if I lost my job today? What would I do? Like, right now, what if it was taken away from me? What would I do? I'd try my best to adapt. I'd obviously look for another job. I think about my financial situation. Do I have enough to survive while looking for another job? Honestly, not really. I think I can pay my rent, and that might be it. But that also gets me to think, well, if that's the case, shouldn't I prepare more if an event like that happens? I've done some research about people getting laid off, like mass layoffs. Even I'm in college right now, and even in my school, they're teaching us, they're bringing this to they're making us aware of these mass layoffs because it's real life. You know, on social media, there is a lot of misinformation. I know people on TikTok were saying how they didn't want to go to like the meta apps because of the misinformation, but there's a lot of misinformation on TikTok too. So it's just like, yeah, it's entertainment, but there's also a real world that we live in. And what I'm seeing from this ban from TikTok is that it's a wake-up call. And even though if we could vote to keep TikTok, I would 100% be in that line to vote to keep TikTok. But I'm also like, well, it's what can we do? You know, right now what I'm seeing is it's out of our hands. And if there was something we should have done in the past, why didn't we do it? Is it because we didn't know? And then there's another question, shouldn't we know? It brings up all this curiosity out of me. And honestly, if they ban TikTok, we should be okay. You know, even if you don't want to use like Instagram or any of the meta apps, I believe X is one of them, and then Threads. If you don't want to use that, there's other places where you can communicate with people and just spread information to other people, stay in contact, and you know, we always find a way. Like, we shouldn't be worried, because what we should be thinking about is, all right, what's the next step to keep communicating with our peers? What are we going to do from now? If you're making money off of TikTok, well, how else am I going to make this income? You know, where else can I find this audience to make this income? And that's just kind of what I've been thinking about with the whole ban. You know, it's really sad, bittersweet, but it's also like, all right, well, what's next? Anyone who's ever been in a hardship can tell you they're moving forward. Like, if they're still here, if they're still alive, they're moving forward. And it might hurt, might take a long time, it might be hard, but we have the ability to do that. Me being a curious person, I'm always learning, I'm always searching, researching everything. If I don't know something, I'm gonna try my best to figure out what it is, because I don't like, and this is my pride, I don't like appearing stupid. People look at, like, other countries look at America as stupid, and honestly, there is a lot of stupid people here, like, just in my day-to-day life. Like, I know that's true because of the amount of stupid people I encounter. And what I have to say about that is, don't be part of the stupid people, and if you can't understand that, you're probably part of the stupid people.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
But my pride keeps my head straight. My pride keeps my head straight, keeps me intact with my morals, keeps me being who I am without being led into false information and stupidity. If I was stupid, I'd probably be still living with my mom, and I can't really imagine where I would be, but I know it wouldn't be a life that is desirable to me now, you know? So it's just like, we have a brain, like why not use it? Why not use our brain and figure something out? And on TikTok, there's been a few people talking about, you know, we need to figure something out. And then the people will comment and will be like, how? I don't know what to do. We can't do that. Like, why not try? No, no one's been trying, so like, why not try?
What are you supposed to do?
Me, I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna try my best to learn and gather research and figure out what to do, because it's like, it's better than just sitting and being sad, you know? It's better than just being worried and stressed out. Like, why not try and do something about it? And even if we get to keep TikTok, there's still some things that we should all be doing no matter what. You know, I have a lot of layers hopefully I have a lot of years left of my life to keep learning and growing, but I want to share some of the things that I've learned so far that kind of relate to this big change that we might be seeing, or maybe I should say that we will be seeing here in the future. Know everything you spend. Everything. And some people are like, oh yeah, I know what I'm spending. Obviously I'm spending it. No, you could be like, one week, oh, I'm hungry. Let me get some food after work. How much was that? 12 something, 12.67, 40. Like, what's the exact number? How much was your bills this month? Me personally, my light bill and my water bill aren't the same each month. So what are those exacts, and what are the exacts going to be each month? Then what's the average? There's just a lot that obviously we buy. We need money to buy. Inflation. The world is running off money. So shouldn't we be keeping track of that? Honestly, money is probably the most important thing in my life that I need to keep in mind. So why wouldn't I be keeping track of that? I actually budget almost every day because like I'm buying something every day, which is horrible of me, I know. But I am budgeting every day. I'm looking at what I'm spending, my future expenditure. Well, there's a word somewhere in that. I write it down, and I do have it on my phone, so it's like, and I'm making sure those are linking up, because you have to know what you're spending. You have to know what you're making, especially now with tax season. However much money is coming into your possession, you need to keep track of that. It's very important, because you can get screwed over really bad if you are not keeping track of what you buy and how much you're getting. So just keep your money in mind. And I just want to add on to that also, save what you can. Like, even if it's $1 a month, save it. But I know people can probably do a little bit more, maybe $10 to $20 a month, or even a week. Just save what you can. You see a penny on the ground, save it. If you're really that broke, if you really like, oh, I can't save, pick up that penny off the ground and save it. Like, honestly, there's no excuse not to save. The amount varies for people, I get that, but there's no excuse not to save. So question everything. And this is something I do, and people have gotten annoyed by it, but I'm just like, why are you annoyed? You know what I mean? Question everything. Do your research. Everything you see is not going to be true. I know on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, just a lot of fear has been thrown at people. And then some of them turns out not to even be true. So it's like, oh, I'm scared for what? Like, I think kind of what inspired me to make this video was on just seeing all the people who start saying that they're going to lose their livelihood because they make money off of TikTok. Like, that scares me, because like, what would I do, you know? But it's just like, what would I do? I'd go try and find a job, even if it's at McDonald's for a little bit. Any job that I can get to make some money, because it's like, I know that's available, you know? Invest your money, you know? And this might be wrong to think, but in my mind, I'm just like, well, if they're banning TikTok, apparently a lot of the Supreme Court people have stocks in Meta. So like, you know, if people start flocking towards Instagram and stuff again, you know, isn't that money gonna go back into Instagram? So why not invest into Instagram right now? Even though it might be morally bad, but the way I see it, give me a cut of the pay. Like, give me something. Like, you're taking this away from me, you're gonna have to give me something back. Like, that's what I'm thinking about, honestly. People don't like Elon Musk, but he has the money, so why not invest in him so you can get a part of that money? People are still gonna buy it. So it's like, am I any better for not buying it? Not to me. So invest, and not just in companies. Invest in yourself. Do stuff for yourself that is gonna help you come out on top. Me, I'm going to school, even though I'm a broke college student. Because of it, I still want to learn and better myself professionally and just personally as well. My mental, I want to learn and grow, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I suggest you do the same, even if you're like, okay, well, I really can't afford to go to school. There's free courses online. There's free videos to teach you certain skills. You just gotta put in the work and learn those skills. Me, on my way to work, because it's about like a 25-minute drive, I'll put on a YouTube video of people hustling, literally buying, say they go to a yard sale and then they sell that, resell it for more. That's still a profit. So it's just like, invest in yourself, invest in learning a skill, and take that and better yourself, because that's something we all can do. Like,
there's stuff you can do.
Keep learning and keep adapting. That's something humans have done from the start of time. We've learned, we've adapted. It's too cold outside, let's build a house. It's too cold inside, let's insulate the house. Let's build warmer clothes. Let's trade and make money so that we can get better materials for our houses. Like, we've been adapting this whole time. So like, why stop now? Why stop because, oh, TikTok's gone, now what am I gonna do? You know, like, figure it out. Like, literally figure it out. And I'm not even trying to be mean about it, or like, what's a word? I don't know. Just, I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm not trying to sound harsh. It's realistic. And if it does sound harsh, the world is harsh. Reality is harsh. And if you can't understand that, I feel sorry. I feel sorry that you can't understand that. So just keep learning, keep adapting, and trust and believe you'll make it. Even if you're not like religious or anything, trust in yourself and believe that you're gonna be just fine. Which leads me to my last point. Don't be scared and don't worry. Now, that is a very hard thing to do. There's gonna be times when you are gonna be worried and you are gonna be scared, but don't let that consume you. Don't let that stick on you and stick in your mind. Just breathe and think about it. Use your head. We all have a brain for a reason. We all think for a reason. So think, use it. Be smart. If you don't know how to be smart, learn how to be smart. This video is out there saying how to be smart. And even now, I watched those because, yeah, I don't want to be stupid. So I've seen stupid people in my life, and I don't want to be like that. So I'm gonna do everything I can to adapt, to learn. I've truly stopped worrying as much as I had in the past, which is crazy because like I'm actually an adult now. Why was I worrying as a teenager? What was I worried about? Who knows? But don't be scared. Don't worry. It's all gonna be okay. Like, that's something I truly believe, and I wish more could believe that, because it's all gonna be okay.